Good evening, Twitch. This is Sparks2600, the Rocket Knight Toad, welcoming you to another night of gaming. And tonight we'll be hopping back into the world of Mira with Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I had so much fun last night that I want to continue what I started last night. So, let's hop back to it. Last time we were here, we did a basic training mission with Blade as a test to join, and now we are full-fledged members, so we are going to do our first official job. Let's get to it.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
A bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Subtlety is not his strong
Look at
suit.
you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Hey, toys
Look
are
who's
fun.
talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Wise decision, Elma. You don't want to know
Enough
what that
about
means.
Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh.
I think
Not
so.
much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us
sorry.
why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ah,
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway,
I'm
first
gonna
we
like
need
it
Chatty
here.
Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
let's ask about divisions. What's that?
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
Okay.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
Pathfinders.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP.
You have
For
indeed.
the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
I see.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwyn? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
So like a guardian.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense.
Ah.
They
Okay.
specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Makes sense.
And you got your reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the white whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done.
Sounds like an important job.
Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
Yeah,
Also,
that's true.
the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the reclaimers.
Next, curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here.
Whew. Every
We
job
packed
is
all
sounding
the essentials we
important.
could on the white whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Weapon research.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
Very important job.
It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator.
I
But
hate
if
to
you got what
agree,
it takes,
but yeah.
it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join?
Not at
Don't
all.
fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
I guess, but this is kind of hard. I guess I'll have to choose, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna think about something. Pathfinders. Main task is to place data probes that expand Blade's info network. Interceptors. My duty is to protect the people of New LA from indigent threats. Harriers. Eliminating. Okay, that's more of a preemptive strike from definite threats. Reclaimers, pieces of wreckage. Curators are charged with scouting unexplored territories and collecting materials. Mine for minerals and resources. Weapons research. And fixing problems here at home. But what do I want to pick? Well, they said even if I pick a division, I'm not limited to that one. I can still do other stuff. But what's the one I want to focus on the most? These all sound important. You know something? I am a rocket knight. And as a Rocket Knight, it is my duty to protect others. So, I will be an interceptor.
Then it's settled?
Indeed, Alma. I want to protect people.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
All right!
Congrats. And welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
And I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Search for Nelson's missing team in southeast Primordia. Okay? Since that's our primary mission, we'll do that. Builders of a Legacy, Chapter 3. You're officially a Blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get to you on those later. Ever wish you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel, okay! It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any frontier nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access the map to use it. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM Terminal and Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Missions. Missions comprise duties and requests received directly from the concerned parties or via mission control. They are divided into 4 categories and provide rewards and affinity when completed. Story missions. These missions advance the game's main story. You can set them in the Blade Barracks. Affinity missions. These missions heavily feature your team members. You can accept them wherever you see the relevant icon. Normal missions. Mostly requests from NLA citizens or fellow Blades. You can accept them wherever you see the relevant icon. And basic missions. Simple tasks like defeating enemies and collecting items. You can accept up to 20 from mission control. Blade Reports. Blade Reports are a communication tool that residents of Mira use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment for which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade Report post. If you do, check your current position on the segment view of the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective and do your best to resolve it. Wait, division rewards? You can receive division rewards once per day by going to main menu, online rewards, division rewards. You get more and more varied rewards the more allies you have. Okay? Certain items can be used in battle, letting you regain HP or build TP, etc. To use them, open the battle commands menu with the plus and select items. Oof, all these tips. Augments are items which can be set into empty slots of your equipment to gain additional effects. Oh, well, that does sound important. They come in many different varieties and help your characters get stronger. They are mainly obtained by supporting the development of arms manufacturers and require materials, precious resources, and moranium to produce. Battle traits are fixed additional effects that come attached to your gear. Gear sold in shops has predetermined traits, where pieces salvaged from enemies have them assigned at random. If there's segment recon tasks still to address at your current location, then upgrade the traits on your gear at the AM terminal. The number of times you can upgrade a trait differs depending on the piece of gear in question.
Great. Yeah.
Hey.
We'll do this first official mission, and then go back to some of the other missions. Like how there's no stamina meter. Makes traveling nice.
Let's do this thing.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer.
Slide! Flicker! Stop nice! Move in and do some damage!
Woohoo! We did it.
Let's keep it up.
Wait till you see me in action.
Let's see what you've got.
Swift edge. Never seen stars now.
Now, it's my turn! It's destroyed! Move in and strike!
Woohoo! We did it.
Let's keep it up.
Wait till you see me in action.
Engaging!
Locked and
Lay
loaded.
down some fire for me!
Right back to cover
Shadow
fire.
Strike!
Assault hammer. Shoot them now before they get up. Swift edge.
Side slash!
Hit him again for me.
Shadow Run!
Woohoo! We did it.
Let's keep it up.
Okay, it's on.
Pendant destroyed! Move in and strike!
Carnival.
Side slash!
One for the history books. Appendage destroyed.
Thermal
Two others go
gun.
blind. Yeah. Open fire and blast.
Target in sight!
West.
Shadow Strike!
One for the history books.
Side slash!
Fire carnival.
Scream edge! Now, melee attacks!
One for the history books. That they're seeing stars now.
Upper hand.
Close in. Wait till you see me in
They're
action.
off guard!
Locked and
Stagger
loaded.
them with a melee attack!
Yeah. What's your
Three
secret?
guys! Move in and do some
Fire
damage!
carnival.
One for the history
Side
books.
slash! Shadow Strike!
Flame grenade. Swift edge. Ooh, I'm getting tingly here.
Slide!
Take
Move in
this
and
out.
do some damage! Side slash! Upper hand!
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Let's see if we got a better melee weapon. Still can't use that yet. Looks like I still got a ways to go.
Let's do this thing.
They're off guard!
Look.
Stagger them with a melee attack!
Wild down.
Slide!
Fire
Flicker!
carnival.
Appendage destroyed.
Scream edge.
Two others go crying about.
Side slash!
Swift edge. Assault hammer.
anyone wanted.
Let's keep it up.
Okay, it's on.
Close in.
Now,
Start
my
count.
turn. Assault hammer. Side slash. Slit edge.
What? Got her. Lay down some cover fire.
Target in sight.
Chrome armor. Flame grenade. Slit edge. Yeah.
Now you can waltz right up.
My turn. Okay, it's on.
Now,
Close
my
in.
turn.
Start count.
Slit edge.
Fire, fire.
Appendage destroyed. Two others still crying.
Flame grenade.
Side slash.
Slit edge. Yeah.
Now you can waltz right up to them.
Now, my turn.
Wild space fire.
Winner.
Wait till you see me in action.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I've got some cover fire.
Flame grenade. Assault hammer.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Watch me lay into it.
Slit edge. Yeah.
Now you can waltz right up to them.
Melee attacks.
Trash talk.
Chrome armor.
Iron
Infuriate.
Slide.
Slit edge. Yeah.
Now you can waltz right up to them.
Shadow strike.
appendage down.
Early
We can
bird.
lay in. Fire carnival.
Slit edge.
Primer.
Trash talk.
Now, melee attacks. Slide. Winner.
Sorry, but I've got to clock out.
Wild space.
Oh, that's not good.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Come on, girls.
Shadow strike.
Come on, girls, hurry.
Down.
Upper hand.
Close in.
Come on, come on.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Come on, come on, come on. You can do this. I believe in you. Come on. Yes! Way to go, guys. Whew. That was close. I should take it a little easier.
Okay, it's on.
Now it's
Close
my
in
turn.
and start counting.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books.
Wild space.
Slide.
Appendage destroyed. Two others still crying about it.
Flame grenade.
Wild space.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books.
Winner.
Now you can waltz right up
Watch
to
me
them.
lay into it.
Shadow strike.
How about that force?
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Leave this to me.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
anyone lucky enough to heal me?
Scream edge! Muscle neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Side edge! I'm in trouble. Heal me!
Assault hammer! Chrome armor!
This is wearing me down.
I've got to clock
I'm
out.
not gonna make it.
Yeah, we're not getting through this, I
Side
think.
flex. I'm sorry.
Ugh, on me. What happened? Thought we had control of the situation. Darn it! Guess we gotta do a little more leveling up. At least buy some friggin' better gear. At least I got to keep my level. Oh, wait! I can probably change my class now. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going guns blazing. Mixes offensive and defensive art and provides HP and melee attack bonuses. Well balanced is suited for beginners. Choose this route if you want to rack up damage. Focus on skillful application of damage buffs. And provides bonuses to melee accuracy, ranged accuracy, and evasion. Now if you want to provide support from her, offers main range arts and bonuses to range attack. Tricky to master and suited for professionals. Classes more advanced than the Drifter can learn skills which by various aspects just by being equipped. Different classes have different skills they can learn. Attaining rank 10 in any of the final stage classes allow you to master that class's weapons. Sweet. Mastering class's weapons allows you to use those weapons and any associated arts even when using a different class. Okay? Here we go, inventory. Whoa, we got a lot of stuff. This is going to be good.
Yeah!
Let's do this thing!
Engage. Lay down some fire for me.
This round's gonna hurt!
Fireball!
Appendage destroyed!
Out
Super
top.
Hunter crying about it!
Rising blade!
Yeah, now you can waltz right up to them!
Side flex.
My good guy.
They leveled up! Nice!
Assault hammer! Rising blade!
Sliding.
Everybody okay? Don't make me haul my butt home solo.
We're all fine, thanks to you.
Yeah!
Okay, it's on!
Now it's
Close
my
in and
turn.
start counting.
Rising blade!
Hit him again for me!
Early bird.
Flame grenade!
Side flex.
Assault hammer!
Slide knife. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books! Appendage destroyed! Shoot while they're still crying about it.
I'll take him down!
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
We got him. Let's move.
Let's do this thing!
We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire
Shadow
Carnival!
strike.
Tingly here. Who do I
grenade! One for the history books!
Everybody okay? Don't make me haul my butt home solo.
Don't worry, we'll all be there.
Let's customize some of the arts. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to wait for a bit.
Let's do this thing!
Engaging. Lay down the
Rising
fire.
blade! Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Yeah!
Now you can waltz right up to them.
Watch me lay into it. Wild Hand it down. Weaken him and lay in.
Ooh, sweet! Got a new art.
That's,
Continue east from here. It's a long way, but there's another camp if you continue that direction. Maybe you can try asking after them there? We'll look into it. Thanks. East of here is Simius territory. They're smart and highly aggressive, so be really careful. We can avoid them entirely by looping to the south and following the coast. Keep that in mind.
yeah! Yeah! Open fire and blast them! Grenade! Assault hammer! Shoot them now before they get up!
Scream edge. Side flash. Yeah.
Rising blade!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
Stick it out.
My adrenaline's rising.
Lay in.
Yeah! Yeah!
Let's do this thing!
Locked and loaded.
Flame grenade! Rising blade!
Scream edge. Appendage destroyed. Move in and
One
strike.
for the history books! Shoot them now before they get up!
Thermal payload.
Yeah.
Trash talk.
This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it. One more hit.
Time for you to take a swim!
Flame
Take
grenade!
him down. Weaken him and lay in.
We're stuck on a hole. Give me plan it. No peace looking at the sky. It's always all around.
Fire!
We did it!
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Until we get all
Leveled up, baby!
bets off with no guitar.
Yeah!
Anyways, we're coming from the debris on Cliffside Beach in Primordia. We should go check them out when we have some spare time.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Bad idea. They're level 10. We should
Yeah.
really pick our battles. No one to hold them, no one to fold them. Here's one.
Let's do this thing.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Flame grenade.
Fire
Shadow
carnival!
strike! Side slash!
Assault hammer.
Slide!
What? Got him! Lay down some fire!
Defensive stance. Yeah.
Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Shadow strike!
Ooh, I'm getting tingly here. Who do I take this out on?
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Fire carnival!
Upper hand.
That
Hit
was
him again
way
for me.
closer than anyone wanted.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Open fire and blast them. Flame grenade.
Fire. Splinter. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books.
Shadow strike.
And it's down. Weaken them, lay it.
Yeah. Strong combo now.
Shoot them now before they get up.
Early birth strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Okay. Elma leveled up.
Open fire and blast them.
I've got you cover fire.
Shadow
Flame
strike.
grenade.
Wild down.
Some nice.
Rising
Move in and do
flame.
some damage.
One for the history books. Shoot them now before they get up.
Wild fist.
Woohoo! We did it.
Nice work.
Let's do this thing.
Engage.
Locked and loaded.
Lay down some fire for me.
Rising flame. This round's gonna hurt. Assault hammer.
Side slash.
Fire
Now,
carnival.
my turn.
Defensive stance. Infuriate. Whew. That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Nice work.
Let's do this thing.
Locked and loaded.
Shadow strike.
Fire carnival.
Slide. Splinter. That could have dented her.
Flame
Move in
grenade.
and keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
Rising flame.
And it's
Assault
down.
hammer.
Weaken them,
Scream
lay it.
edge. Upper hand.
Rising flame. Yeah. Now you can waltz right up.
Splinter.
Trash tug.
Shadow strike.
Iron prison.
Defensive
Shot
stance.
nice. Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate.
Fire carnival.
Early bird. That could have dented her. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Flame grenade. Rising flame.
Side slash.
Appendage destroyed.
Trash tug.
Ship while they're still crying.
Shadow
I'll take him
strike.
down. Got him. Lay down some
Upper
cover
hand.
fire.
Assault hammer.
Scream edge.
Rising flame.
Slide. Splinter.
Blast.
Flame
Target
grenade!
sight. Shadow
Fire
strike.
carnival!
One for
Side
the
slash.
history books!
What? Got him! Lay down some cover fire! Thermal payload!
Rising blade!
Early bird. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books! Yeah, nice. Woohoo! We did it!
You're turning into a fine blade. I'm proud of you.
Wait till you see me in action.
Let's see what you've got.
Rising blade!
Side slash.
Assault hammer! Shoot them now before they get up!
West!
Flame grenade!
Now, melee attacks.
One for the history books! Yeah, now you can waltz right up to
Watch
them.
me lay in!
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Let's keep it up!
Oh yeah, we can do this.
Open fire and blast!
How's that
Rising blade!
West!
Assault hammer! Shoot them now before they get up! Flame grenade!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Rising blade!
Side slash. Some nice. Move in and do some damage.
Let's see if we can equip some better gear now. Let's see, now that I changed my class, I should have access to better weapons, right? Let's see. Can't use any of that stuff anymore. Plus, this thing will have the actual goggles until then. In the meantime, let's get a few more levels so we can handle some of the monsters out
Let's
here.
do this thing.
They're off guard. Stagger into melee attack. Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do something. Destroy. Move in and strike.
Wild down.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
This round's gonna
Wild down.
Slide.
Rising blade!
Side
Fire
slash.
carnival.
Assault hammer! If I get his mover, he'll use me as a fridge.
Nice! I leveled up!
Wait till you see me in
We
action.
just weaken them just to be safe. Wild spin.
Shadow strike.
Rising blade!
Slide.
Assault hammer! Shoot them now before they get up! Flame grenade!
Side slash. Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Wild spin.
Slide. That will dent in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
That was way closer than
Alright,
anyone
Lynn
wanted.
leveled up!
Keep it up.
Run! Run, run, run!
Okay, it's on!
Watch
Plug
shadow
in and
strike.
start pounding. Rising blade!
Fire carnival.
Heavy destroy! Shoot while they're still
I'll
crying.
take some ice.
Move in and do some damage.
We did it!
Let's keep it up.
Wait till you see me in action.
Lots of moves.
Slide. Move in and do some damage. Side slash.
Assault hammer! Shoot him now before they
Scream
get up!
edge.
Flame grenade! We did it!
Nice work.
Keep ranking up! Very good.
Open fire and blast!
I got you.
Shadow
Fire.
strike.
Rising blade!
Slide.
Tornado blade!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Iron prison.
One for the history books!
Side slash.
Rising blade!
Wild spin.
Flame grenade!
Upper hand.
Defensive! This looks great! You gotta get your aura on!
Shadow strike.
Wild down.
Get the tank out for the history books!
Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books!
Fire pit. Lay off.
Early bird.
Wild now.
Melee attacks.
Flame grenade!
Slide.
Assault hammer!
We can lay it.
Rising blade! Wait till you see me in action!
Let's see what you've got.
Rising blade! Heavens destroyed!
How's
Shoot
top?
up crying about it.
Thermal payload. Lay down for cover
We
fire.
did it!
Let's keep it up.
Yeah! Yeah! Wait till you see me in action!
Let's see what you've got.
Fire carnival.
Rising blade! Now you can waltz right up
Now,
to it.
my
Assault hammer! stronger than you.
Wild jab.
Defensive state. This works great. You gotta get your aura on.
Shadow strike.
Die.
Yes. Hit him again.
We're on top of this now.
Rising blade.
So nice. Move in and do some damage.
Trash talk. Iron prison. Fire
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Upper hand.
Assault hammer. Shoot him now before they
Fly.
I got your cover fire.
Rising blade.
Shadow strike.
Flame grenade. Defensive
Primer. Extreme edge.
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Nice work.
Yeah. Okay, it's on.
Now
Close
it's my
in and
turn.
start now.
Fire carnival.
Rising blade. Flame
Hit him again.
grenade.
Side flash.
Defensive stance.
Yeah. We're on top of this now.
Tornado blade.
Trash talk. Bomb the thing down.
Ooh, I'm getting tingly here. Who do I take this out on? Rising blade. Flame grenade.
Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike.
Appendage destroyed.
I'll take
Two
him
others
down.
don't grind.
Upper hand.
Move off.
So nice. Move in and do some damage.
One for the history books.
Shadow runner.
Assault hammer. Tornado blade.
Lay down some cover fire.
Yeah. Let's do this thing.
Let's see what you've got.
Rising
Fire
blade.
carnival.
Side flash.
Assault
Now,
hammer.
melee
One
attack.
for the history books.
Wild snake.
Appendage destroyed. Shoot while they're still
Out
crying.
top.
Very good. Let's check on something. Let's go to arts.
Let's do this thing.
Locked and loaded.
Shadow strike.
Rising blade.
Fire carnival.
Assault hammer. Shoot them now before they get up.
Target in sight.
Wild snake.
Flame grenade.
Let's lay into it.
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Let's keep it up.
Let's do this thing!
Punch first.
Let's see what you've got.
Blade later.
Grenade!
Early
One
bird.
for the history books!
Shadow strike.
Phoenix down. Weaken him and
Right.
lay
Thunder. So nice. Move in and do some damage.
We did it!
Let's keep it up.
Okay, it's on!
Watch the shadow strike.
Now you can walk right up here!
Scream edge.
Thermal payload.
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Nice work.
Open fire and blast them!
I've got your cover fire.
Rising blaze!
Hit him again,
Yeah.
Corny.
We're on top of this now.
Wow.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer!
Side flash.
Flame grenade! Yeah, now you can walk right up to them. Rising blaze! Appendage destroyed!
Burn.
Shoot while they're still crying about it.
Out top of
That was way closer than anyone wanted.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Yeah! Yeah! Okay, it's on! Yeah! Close in and start pounding. Rising blaze!
Fire carnival.
destroyed. Move in and strike.
Tornado blade! Rising blade! But they're seeing stars now. Close in!
Watch me lay into it.
Defensive
Thermal
stance!
payload.
We did it!
Let's keep it up.
Yeah!
Oh, I think they've seen us.
Rising blade! Is this our chance? Our chance to move in? Assault hammer! Shoot him now before they get up! Flame grenade! One for the history books!
Side top nice. Move in and do some damage. Side flash. Slide. Thunder.
We did it!
Weaken him and lay in.
Okay.
Yeah! Let's do this thing!
Let's see what you've got.
And they're seeing stars now. Close in!
Now, my turn.
Wild down.
Rising
Green
blade!
edge.
Appendage destroyed!
Out top
Shoot
of
while they're still crying about it.
So nice. Move in and do some damage.
We did it!
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Let's do this thing!
They're off guard. Stabbing them with a melee attack. Shadow strike.
This will stack.
Rising blade!
Flash.
Assault hammer!
Slide. Thunder.
Defensive
Fire
stance!
carnival.
Green edge.
Tornado! Yeah, now you can walk right up to them.
Watch me lay into it.
Rising blade!
Right here.
Side flash. Overhand.
history books! Flame grenade!
Use an aura! Get control of the battle! Side slash!
Been a distant now, we're stuck on a hole. That the sky opens always on.
Rising
Light! Light! Move in and do some
One
damage!
for the history books!
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I feel even stronger than usual. Appendage destroyed.
Wow.
We did it!
Let's keep it up.
Yeah.
Level 10, huh? I'm gonna need to do a little more fighting. Do some more leveling up. Let's start over here. I think we can take on these guys.
Well, guess we gotta fight them. Open fire! Flash!
Cut back to cover fire.
Flame grenade! Assault hammer!
Three rounds.
Get up!
Cut back to cover fire.
Rising flame! Yeah, now you can waltz right up.
Silent slash!
Tornado blade!
So nice! Move in and do some damage! Upper hand!
Furious flash!
Shadow strike!
Rising blade! Let's do this thing!
Locked and loaded.
Slide!
Flame grenade!
Nice! Move in and do some damage! Shadow
One for the
strike!
history books! Assault hammer!
Side slash! Slide! Move in and do some damage!
Hope I didn't get in the way. Oh, they've seen us.
Okay,
Shadow
go!
strike!
Watch me ready.
Start back. Appendage destroyed.
I'll put
You
you
buggers
down.
go
Slide!
blind.
Move in and do some damage!
Nothing to it.
Rising? Is this our chance?
Now
Our
it's
chance to move in?
appendage destroyed! Move in and strike!
One for the history books!
Hit him again for me.
I feel even stronger than
Side
you.
slash!
If I get any cooler, they'll use me as a bridge. Rising blade!
Get your adrenaline
Early
going.
bird!
Assault hammer! I'll draw their attention from above while you shoot.
Target in sight! Side slash!
I feel even stronger than you.